Again, Octoroon is a postmodern adaptation of The Octoroon, which is a 19th century abolitionist melodrama that has long since pretty much been forgotten, even though the guy who wrote it, Boucicault, was a very famous playwright at the time. And Brandon Jacobs Jenkins, who is a very important and prominent playwright right now, he adapted it into the form that we're performing it today, kind of twisting some of the conventions of the piece that would be rather unsavory today, and making the play, we're telling the story, but we're also making it a vehicle for some things that Mr. Jacobs Jenkins wants to say about race and identity in America. First off, I'd like to say that we hope that audiences don't feel too uncomfortable. We want them to feel just the right amount of uncomfortable.
Yes.
It is not, I can't really describe the theatrical experience, but you know, it's a very popular and award-winning play, and it isn't because people run from the theater when they go to see it. They actually enjoy it and have a good time, even though it deals with some really intense issues. I think Kelsey actually helped a lot with that. Last year, a group of students led by Kelsey just decided to have a reading of the play because people were curious about it. Some people had heard some things. People felt a little uncomfortable. Some people were intrigued, and they ended up having just a student-run reading that they invited me to that was completely independent of, you know, we hadn't even cast the show yet. It was months beforehand, but I think that students reading the play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just hearing a synopsis, you may think that it's going to be very uncomfortable, but they got the play beforehand. They were able to read it. They were able to get comfortable with the characters, and a lot of the people that were in the read-through actually were able to do the play. So they had time to get to know their characters and understand the inner meaning of the play rather than just seeing what's on the surface of it. Don't judge the show just with what you've heard. You should come and see it because it's hilarious. There are so many wonderful actors, and we have put a lot of care and time into it, and it's going to be a great show.
It really is, it's a show that I'm very proud that we're doing. I think that Georgia Southern is a pretty unique department and unique school, and I think that we have an opportunity to do the show in a way that lots of universities don't. I've told other people, like, oh yeah, we're doing Brandon Jacobs' An Octoroon, and people are like, really? Wow, okay, how's that gonna go? And yeah, I mean, there's some stuff in it that's touchy, but it's a little bit dangerous, but I've gotten lots of support from everybody, from my colleagues in the department to the dean, you know, who read it all ahead of time, and I think Kelly Berry put it best, you know, like, if it's dangerous, then maybe we should do it.
Yes.
And I think that it's unfortunately, a play for our time. I mean, I think when he originally wrote it, we were still sort of in basking in the idea that we may possibly be inside of a post-racial society, and that clearly isn't in the cards right now. And I think that it's important to look at this stuff. And I think the playwright believes that wholeheartedly, and I think that it's a necessary function of theater to bring people together to experience something, hopefully in a really constructive way.